name's Corey, and we are going to do a pick a card, what is the gossip about you? And I forgot to grab things to select your piles from. So, we're gonna go like these. Excuse the way I look. I took my daughter to the fair and we got rained on. So, alright. So we're gonna go pile, whoopsies, Fairy Oracle deck is 1. What is this deck called? Reawakening the Soul in the middle here with the diamond, that's 2. And the Soul's Journey deck is pile number 3. So go ahead and just take a deep breath and choose your pile. While you're choosing, thank you all so much for being here, and like, sharing, and subscribing, and yeah, pick a pile. Whoa! 1, 2, and 3. Disclaimer, we are going to use all the decks. So, alright, pile 1. We are going to start you at 130. Alright, pile 1, here we go. We will start with the Fairy Oracle deck. What is the gossip about my pile 1? What is the gossip? Bring it on through, fairies. And we'll get some messages from the ancestors and the spirit guides. What is the gossip about pile 1? Gossip about pile 1. Ooh. Okay. All right. So pile 1, I hear you got a lot of fire. You got a lot of fire. Okay. But you are like a diamond in the rough here. Okay. Gossip about you is actually really good. People are starting to see, there may have been some gifts, some talents, some things that you talked about, maybe a business. I'm hearing a business. Maybe you started, a while back. You manifest things, and it takes a while for them to kind of manifest here, right? But what's happening is people are starting to see, I feel like some people maybe in the past thought that you were lying or just like saying certain things to get attention. I heard to get attention, but I feel like people are starting to see that it wasn't for attention, that it actually is a real thing. Some people also are saying that you maybe are hanging out with people who are a little lower on the totem pole in a way of saying, just like, it's like you're a fairy hanging out with possums type time. And there's no judgment with it. It's just like, it's almost like I just heard like, why is she with him? So pile 1, I don't know. I don't know what that's about. But it's like on another instance here, some of you have really dug through the mud, dug through the dirt, dug through, hypothetically here, to really become who you are. Like, yeah, for sure. Some people are also saying, that like you're like in the middle of a lot of things and whatnot, but you are just taking a break potentially. I feel like it's like this conversation that's going on where somebody is like, I don't know, like, is she or he like really doing all this stuff? And somebody else is like, yeah, dude, they're just like taking a break. That was a real conversation that I just heard in my head. I don't know. And I heard she with the conversation. So pile 1, you may be talking to a girl here. I mean, it is a collective reading. This will resonate with whoever it resonates with. So You know, if I feel like pile one, you have a lot of fans. I heard a lot of fans. People are kind of watching. People are watching. Yeah, you've been through a lot of challenges. The gossip is you've been through a lot of challenges, but you don't let it hold you back. You kind of just focus on the lighter things of life here with the humor card. Some people, the gossip is that you're really funny. You have a good sense of humor. But I also just heard, that you learn from your mistakes. You never repeat a mistake twice. Interesting. That's very cool, pile one. Some people are saying, that you are sad about a relationship, I just heard. Oh. And some people are also saying that you're envious of other people. I feel like this is one person. This is one person who actually is projecting on to you because they're envious of what you have going on here. Your abundance that's coming in here for you here, pile one. Other people are talking about your creativity, you are a painter or a drawer. I'm hearing a musician, a songwriter, a dancer, a choreographer. You make up the dances. Yeah, so the grief and the envy here, I feel like this is one person who, because honestly, pile one, I feel like you have a lot going on and you aren't really necessarily worried about, I feel like you're just here because you're just being nosy. Like, people like to know sometimes, like, what are people saying? What are people saying about me? I've just been off in my own little world and doing my own thing. And I just, I'm just going to stop in and see what people have to say. That's what it feels like. Yeah, so pile one, I feel like whoever is talking and saying that you're, like you're envious of them or you are grieving them and, you're just, I'm hearing depressed. Somebody is saying that you're depressed, that you're faking your happiness. Whoever it's like one person, but everyone knows better than to even like feed into that because it's clear to everyone that you're just kind of like really doing your own thing. Pile one. Some of you could be very spiritual here. Some of you are, kind of taking like the lighter side of things, the lighter side of life on love, like kind of putting love on the back seat, on the back burner, and going through this transformation here. I feel like people are talking about how they can see your transformation. They can see, who you once were is not who you are. So people are talking about, yeah, and they're starting to, there was a time when you were talking about this transformation that you were going through, right? And all these things that were happening, maybe gifts that you had, maybe spiritual gifts that you had. People are starting to see that those are actually really real and not just something that's going on in your head here. But there's actually starting to if there was ever a time that you like gave somebody advice, like, this is how I heal myself. This is what I do. You should try it. Like, if there's ever a time where you're trying to like counsel somebody, they're starting to try. It's like they're trying to remember what it was that you said. Because they see that it actually is real talk. Okay. People are also noticing your glow up here. You are going through a glow up, pile one, and that's very noticeable. People are noticing that. And if anyone had any type of grudges with you, they can see that it's no longer valid. It's null and void, and they're starting to go through this phase of forgiveness. Or vice versa, right? You're doing a lot of forgiving, and that kind of switches up the energy. When you forgive somebody, it kind of like changes the energy within you too, cutting those cords, and it kind of allows somebody to open up to a new perception of who you are. And so I feel like if you're doing a lot of forgiving right now, pile one, it's kind of shifting the energy between you and these other people here who are talking about you. Maybe you should try forgiving the one. I feel like if there is the one person talking about you, saying that, you know, that you're envious of them and you're grieving the loss of them, try forgiving them and see what happens. Or I just heard one of you say, I don't give a fuck. So, you know, that's how I feel. You know what I mean? Like, if that's what they want to say, they can say that. You know, because at the end of the day, like, God knows your heart, and that's all that matters. And oh, that is so funny. That is so funny. Okay, what else we got? What's the gossip about pile one? Yeah, people are definitely talking about your spirituality here. There's some sort of validity in the spirituality and in your spiritual practices. There is the people are seeing the validity, that it is valid, that it is like they're seeing your transformation, they're seeing your glow up, they're seeing what you're able to accomplish here, and you know, it's like they're like, okay, it's almost like a trend at this point. It's not a trend. It's like, well, maybe we should try that. Is what I just heard. Maybe we should try that. Oh yeah, people. Okay, so if there was ever a time when people thought that you were maybe not honest or truthful or a loyal person, the clarity on that is kind of coming through. It's like one of those things where, you know, maybe you didn't have a chance to tell your side of the story, but time did. And you just being you and you just focusing on you and doing your own thing kind of allowed people to see your side of the story. You know what I mean? And how, you know, you were always, maybe, you know, even though you've done, I don't know what that stutter was there. What was that? Maybe this is somebody around you who is like, they're speechless. They're not sure what to say because of who you've become here. But I feel like they're understanding that maybe you always had in good intentions, but maybe you were holding on to some things, or maybe there was some sort of, it's like deep down you were always a good person, but you didn't always make the best decisions, right? And I mean, we all go through that, right? We all go down our own path and on our own journey and learn things and divinely. You know, people are saying, you know, that you're very courageous, that you have a lot of goals and ambitions, and you're not afraid to go after them. You know, you're like a lion, like roar. I just, you know, I'm picturing a lion right now. I'm picturing the strength card. Could be a Leo for sure. Some people also are talking about your dancing. If you're a dancer, you're a really good dancer. Like a really good dancer. And that goes back to the choreography too. Like, you're just really good at it. Like, you create really good things. It's like beautiful things to watch. I also feel like some people are talking about how maybe pile one, it's almost like a shamanistic feel. Like you can take things of the natural world and make something out of it that is super beneficial. Yeah. Yeah, people are talking about your faith and how you like ride on faith, and you it's like you completely accept your current situation for what it is, and you have faith that it's like you know that you are continuously manifesting the next phase of your life, and so you try every single day to be better than the day before, and you know, you embrace life as it is, and you know that basically people, there's like a group of people who are like, maybe she's onto something, maybe he's onto something, maybe they're not wrong, maybe we should try that out. So whatever you're doing, pile one, whatever your spiritual practices are, I feel like, yeah, it could very well be your family. 10 of Cups here. I was just going to pull some cards and see who it is. Who is talking about you, right? Who is gossiping about pile one? But yeah, I just feel like pile one is not bad. There may be one person who is projecting this grief and this envy, but just know that they're grieving you, the loss of you, because I feel like you gave them an opportunity to kind of dive into these spiritual practices with you, and they chose not to, and now they're envious of where you are on your journey because you have done all this self-growth and self-development, and they chose not to go with you here. Yeah, you're financially extremely balanced. Yeah. That's another thing people are talking about. You're stable. You're stable emotionally, you're stable financially, and you continue to grow. You're building things, and that's, you know, that's completely different than maybe who you were before all this spiritual growth here. And I mean, good job, pile one. All right, who is it? Who is talking about pile one? Who? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Three people, three crystals. These people potentially were trying to work on your downfall. Also, your spirit guides are in the 5D. I mean, there are ancestors and guides and angels in the 5D also talking about you, pile one, saying all this stuff. Obviously, that's not where the envious, yeah. Who? Yeah, this is your family for sure. Could be an ex here with the Knight of Cups, water sign, potentially, doesn't have to be. I'm hearing a couple friends, definitely family members, but they see, and like I said, you're some ancestors and ascended masters on the other side. Okay. These ascended masters and ancestors and guides and stuff, they actually work with you, but they're just kind of like chattering in their own thing, like, look at them go! What? I can't. That is so cool, pile one. But yeah, like they're talking about your manifestations, you know, this new beginning that you're kind of reeling in here. And yeah, they're just so proud of you. But your family, I feel like ultimately is three people in your family potentially talking about you, an ex maybe in their family, and maybe a couple friends I'm hearing. Definitely your sister or brother, aunt, cousins, grandmother, father, basically everyone, pile one, because I think you're blowing their socks off. So, nice work, pile one. That is the gossip about you. I mean, you can't even be mad about that. Let me know if it resonates in the comments. I hope you have a fantastic evening. I'm going to move on to my pile two. Pile dos. Okay. Pile two, I'm gonna kind of clear the space, even though pile one's reading was pretty fucking awesome. The gossip was not bad. There was like one hater, but I mean, they're really a fan, right? Oh, goodness. Okay. Whew, thank you for clearing that space here. All right, so we're moving on to gossip about pile two here. Let's see, what are people saying about my pile two, fairies? What are they saying? What are they saying? Thank you so much for being here, pile two. I'm just super grateful for you being here, watching, like, sharing, subscribing. I just am so grateful for you. I feel like that's maybe something, you know. Ooh. Ooh. What are they saying about... Pile one had this card too. So wild. That's a big thing in this for pile two. We've got something wild here, wild violet. Yeah, let's get one more. Cool. Nope, we'll take it. We'll take them. All right. Yeah, pile two, you believe in yourself, and people know that. You don't have any doubts in who you are, pile two. Some people are saying you got too much going on, that you, maybe that you put too much on your plate, I heard. Now, here's the thing. This is just what people are saying. So if you feel like you can handle it, go for it. People are saying that you're very grounded, pile two. People are saying that, you know, it's like they're kind of waiting for something crazy to happen in your life, because you do so much. You have so much going on, and you're constantly going, and there's just all these different elements to your life. I feel like there's just so much that you have going on here. But the thing is you have it completely under control. I feel that very much so. So the gossip about you, pile two, is they're kind of waiting for something to break down for you. They're kind of waiting for something to just like happen. Spirit wants you to know that it's not, that you are intuitively guided. You are, you know, you're guided. And you're making the right steps here. And some people are also saying, that they're kind of going back and they're thinking about, maybe they're saying that you are reflecting on the relationship with them, or that they are reflecting on their relationship with you. But there's somebody or something here that's really kind of just like stuck to you, and people are talking about this. People are talking about how there's someone or something that you're gonna have a hard time getting rid of here, and it's just part of the process here. But yeah, I feel like you are extremely grounded here, and that you just kind of, I just heard like Cinderella. Okay, so some people are talking about how animals and nature is just attracted to you. So that's really cool, pile two. Yeah, so it's like, like the birds come and talk to you in the morning, and the little mice in your house, like they sew they sew your dresses, and no. But yeah, it's like you have this deep connection with the earth, and people are noticing that. But it's also like you're something that they've never seen before. They're kind of like reflecting on things that you've said, like almost like a prophecy type thing here. They're talking about how maybe in the past you had too much going on, or there was too many. It was like trauma. There was a lot of trauma. There was a lot of hurt and pain. Things that it's like they are flabbergasted at the healing that you've done on your own, pile two. This is kind of a lot like pile one. So if you resonate with this, maybe check out pile one as well. But yeah, people are talking about how it's like you can take something, you can reflect on it, and you just heal from it. It's like you know how to heal from things. There's like, yeah. You're very intuitive. Your third eye is wide open. Like you are, pile two, I feel like you are very psychic, and people are not used to that. Okay, that's not very common where you are, and so you're kind of opening some eyes here. People, it's like wild. Like it's just they don't know what to say or what to think, because even though you don't know it, you're making these predictions. You're saying these things, and then people are like, wait, how did they know that? And you're just doing you, right? Like you don't even know that you're doing it, right? Like it's just because you are a channel, right? You channel the information and you don't even know when you're doing it half the time. You do know when to turn it on and off, I just heard, but sometimes Spirit turns it on kind of to show these people that it is a legitimate thing. Okay, all right, pile two. Gossip about pile two. All that from the fairies, goodness. Yeah, okay. Okay, so yeah, some people are saying that you're extremely balanced, that you're very honest, like there's not a single, I mean, maybe back in the day before you did some of this healing, you maybe could have been caught up in a couple of lies, but at this point in your life, there's not a single lie that anyone could catch you up in, because there's no reason for you to lie, right? So with that being said, you're very balanced, you're very honest, you have gone through a lot of growth here, like I said. Some people are also saying that you are scared to get into a new relationship. Now, pile two, again, this is just what people are saying, so take it as it resonates. If you aren't afraid and you're just extremely picky, and I wouldn't even say picky, I would just say it's not picky when you know what you are willing to, what you were looking for, right? You're not settling anymore at this point, because you're at this point, pile 2, where I feel like I am something wild. I am very intuitive. I am very, grounded. I am very balanced, and I am very stable, and I'm looking for something like that as well. But I feel like people, because their perception is not at the caliber of your perception, they just see it as you're afraid to get in another relationship. Because they're the type that would still just settle. That sucks. I heard some people are saying, that you're off in your own little fairy tale land, and, maybe you need to come back down to earth. Nah, stay in your fairy tale land, I say. Because those are people who are stuck in the matrix, right? Pile 2, you are not stuck in the matrix at all. But again, very balanced. You have surrendered all of anything that once bothered you, anything that once I don't know why they keep falling on the float. Look, we got growth again. People are talking about how much you've grown, like mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually. Like, your growth is wild. Like, they just can't, they can't handle it, pile 2. They've never seen anything like it before. These are people who probably have the perception that people never change, right? And you are somebody who has done a whole 180, 360 type, you know what I mean? Like, your growth is phenomenal. I feel like you need to take a minute, pile 2, and just really pat yourself on the back and just understand, like, you're the fucking bee's knees, I feel like. And you know what I mean, pile 2, like, yeah, I just feel like you're on your shit here. But yeah, as far as growth goes, it's like, you are looking to the future. You make decisions, that benefit the future, not the right now. But you also live in the now, I heard. You're very passionate about whatever it is that you do. But again, back to this surrender card here. I feel like, you're in your power. Making shit happen, I just heard. Manifesting like a motherfucker. Oh my gosh. Oh, shoot. And you're grateful. You're humble, I heard, and you're kind, and you're non-judgmental. And the thing is you just, any kind of issue or it's like people are noticing that anytime that, if it's like, it means no worries for the rest of your days. That's what I just heard. So it's like you are very abundant in faith. Whatever, if there's any type of worry that comes your way, you just surrender it. Like, or, like you don't really care about what everyone else has going on, pile 2. You're just doing your own thing. You're on this soul's journey here. I feel very much so. Just working hard, getting rid of these, the things that need to be gotten rid of, and just continuing growing. And people are just talking about how much you've grown and how you're just truly standing in your power. Like, nothing can touch you. Like, you are completely shielded. I feel like some people may be trying to see if they can lower your vibe, and you can't. The thing is they can't even reach you to lower you. Okay? People are talking about how you're very happy. You're happy. You're just living life, and you're extremely happy, pile 2. Oh, and you are blessed and very protected, I just heard. You're blessed and very protected. I feel like some people maybe, like I said, those people that try to, and you always have been blessed. But anyways, those people that try to lower your vibe, I'm sure that they are finding out just how protected that you are, pile 2. Yeah. Some of you could be, I think it's clairvoyant. You can see things, you have visions. Some people, and people are talking about that. But the give card here, I feel like some of you have visions, but also it's like talking about like my vision for life, right? I feel like you guys on this soul's journey, you have kind of opened up this time where, you know, you want to give, right? Like that's what this lifetime is kind of about for a lot of us light workers, is giving back. And internally knowing, intuitively knowing that, you know, if my intention is correct and I truly just want to give back, you know, I will receive. I will be very well taken care of. I don't have to worry about that. But it's not about that, right? It's faith. You know that you're doing the right thing. You're doing God's work, I could say. And so people are talking about how giving you are. You are very giving. You're very generous. I feel like there's something, one of the many things that you're working on here right now, pile 2, is something that simply is just, the purpose of it is to just give back, to give to others. And people are talking about it. They don't understand it. But it's not for them to understand. And there will be some people who don't help you on this journey because it's you, just so you know. Yeah, you're extremely balanced, again with the balance card here. You're very within your peace and you're going after your desires. You know, blessings. You are extremely, I mean, yeah, people are just talking about how blessed you are, how at peace you are, how happy you are, how giving you are, humble and kind, and yeah, pile 2, I mean, the worst people are saying is that you're afraid of relationships, but when in reality, you're just not trying to settle, so I can't blame you there. I cannot blame you there. All right, who is saying this about my pile 2? Who? Yeah, they're talking about your transformation here. Talking about your transformation. That's what they're doing. Who? Oh, okay. The Hermit. This is somebody who's been watching you. Yeah, they've been watching you. They don't really take a lot of action on anything. They just think about it. This is somebody who's kind of older and wise. Doesn't have a lot going on. They've been watching. Dang, there could be 9 people talking about you. Could be why is this? Let's talk about this. These feathers here in reverse. Why that in reverse though? Okay. Yeah, there's somebody who's lying about you. Pile 2. Uh-huh. Yeah. Somebody is lying about you. There's also could be a younger earth sign. I mean younger, it just, when I say that, I really just mean younger than you. I also heard it could be a teenager in your life, potentially, but an earth sign younger than you, somebody. Yeah. Ooh, pile 2, you need to take a nap sometimes. What are they lying about? I feel like they're lying to your family. Somebody in your family is lying to people in your family about you. What are they lying about? Yeah, pretty much saying, you know, I feel like they're saying that you are depressed, not happy. You know, saying that you're not in your power here, when in reality, you really are. Yeah. The truth will come out, though. The truth will come out, pile 2. Don't worry. There will be justice here for you. Yeah. This person could also be saying that you're doing the things that you're doing for power and attention and fame and money. When in reality, I just heard like divine feminine, divine masculine. So we all know that that's not really the case. If you're a divine being, you can't help it that you get the attention, right? It just is there, okay? Yeah. Could be two people kind of teaming up and making up some stuff about you here, but don't worry, it'll be okay. With the justice here, it could be an air sign, could be your sister, could be 2 cousins, could be somebody who is very envious of what you have going on here. They're envious of your dedication to your journey, to your growth. You know, it's something wild. I just heard, but don't worry, it'll all sort out. Everyone will know. Everyone, yeah. Yeah, you work hard, pile 2. You work hard on yourself. Whoop. On yourself, where you're going, what you're doing. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, so we've got the Magician, King of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, King of Swords. So, could be a water sign, older water sign, younger earth sign again. I feel like you're the Magician here. But you don't have to be. This could also be somebody who is in your family. Somebody could have went and saw a witch doctor, I just heard, potentially. And this witch doctor is talking about you because what they have put on you doesn't work. And they are extremely impressed. They're like, who is this person? But there is a masculine water sign and a masculine air sign. Discussing with this witch doctor, it seems. Pile 2. They want to slow you down. But the witch doctor is basically like, I can't. I just heard it maybe works for like a day. And then it comes right back. And they are no longer willing to work with these people, Pile 2, because they are sick of it being returned to sender. I just heard. So that's good news, Pile 2. They're either going to have to find a new witch doctor, or they're done sending you things, or they're going to start doing it. But basically, Pile 2, you are protected. So, all right. So, Pile 2, that is the gossip about you. Goodness, that went way deeper than I expected here. But, all right. So, moving on to Pile 3. All right, Pile 3. I'm going to kind of clear the space here. Pile 2 wasn't too bad either. But just to clear the energy out. And then we'll find out what is the gossip about Pile 3. It's late. I'm feeling goofy. Alright. I hope my phone lasts all the way through this. I'm sure that it will. Because, God. Right? Like, oh goodness. Okay. Let's get down to it. Pile 3. What is the gossip about Pile 3? What is the gossip about my Pile 3 fairies? Ooh. 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 Some people say that you work with the moon magic. Magic. Just heard something about magic. Mm-hmm. Some people are saying also that there's somebody who can't sleep at night. They're like talking about somebody who is having a hard time moving on from you. They can't sleep at night because they are trying to attach themselves to you and they cannot. Yeah, they're trying to kind of... some people are also saying, Pile 3, that maybe you do things at nighttime. You do secret things, like I said, like the magic at nighttime. I don't know if you do magic or not, Pile 3. The energy doesn't feel bad to me, so... and then the Trespassers card was on the bottom of the deck when I was just talking about that. So this could be actually people talking about doing these things to you in the middle of the night, right? You know, what goes bump in the night type time. You know, sending things your way in the middle of the night, kind of intruding on your dreams here, maybe. Okay, so some people are also saying that you're extremely smart. You're extremely smart. But some people, there is a lot of mixed emotions about you, Pile 3. There is a lot of mixed emotions about you. Some people are talking about how great of a mother you are, but some people are also talking about how you are no good. So, yeah. Or they're talking about somebody around you is no good and not helping you, right? So, you know, this is general reading. It can go a lot of different ways here. But, you know, people are saying that you're very passionate. But, yeah, that you are some people are saying that you are a fantastic mother. Or you are fantastic at taking care of whatever it is that you are growing, right? You could be a pet mom, you could be a plant mom, you could just be a multi-business owner, you could just be growing your first business. Regardless, the people that are talking positively about you feel that you are extremely smart, You're very passionate, and you know how to manifest. You know how to grow things. You know how to, and these are probably not the words that they're using, right? I feel like these are people who are probably, not necessarily in the spiritual world. It's people watching from the outside, right? On the other hand, though, there are people who are, I feel like, just spreading rumors. I just heard there's just rumors that, that you maybe dabble in some of the darker type of magic, and that they're, that you're just trying to cause some sort of trouble. These people can take a nap, I just heard. What? Excuse my hair. I got soaking wet at that fair, guys, and it is just a mess. But okay, so I feel, and I'm in this in-between stage. Let's talk about it. I'm in this in-between stage, so my hair was like really short, and I want to grow it back out. And so it's just really awkward right now. Like, I feel like Willy Wonka a little bit, just give me those big old, anyways. Okay. Back to you, pile 3. That may have something to do with it. These people may be space cadets. They may be like, ooh, squirrel, right? They don't know. It's like they don't have anything to lose, and so they are, trying to take what you have. I don't know. There's some weird energy going on here. It's like they're trying to confuse you, trying to slow you down, and they're doing it at nighttime, pile 3, in the moon, with the moon. There's definitely some secrets going on here. Definitely some rumors going on here, for sure. But like I said, pile 3, for one, this is just what people are saying, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to be true. And if you do magic, I said do. It could, I don't feel like you necessarily are doing dark magic. I feel like maybe you're just manipulating the energy in your own life, right? Let's see. Let's dig a little deeper. Shall we? This is a long pick a card. But again, who really cares what these people have to say about you if wowzers. Okay, yeah. Okay, so basically, people are saying that you're very disciplined, okay? You're a self-starter, you're a self-motivator. Anyone saying anything bad about you is irrelevant, I just heard, so we're done talking about them. All right, Spirit, I like that. Okay, positive things. Back to positive things. People are saying, that you have you're at this point in your life where you've taken all the challenges and everything that you have gone through, right? And it's like I am seeing somebody just like sit down and break it down, right? Almost like writing out a budget, but you're like breaking it down like, okay, so this relationship taught me this lesson, and, this is how this broke down and this bridge burned, but it's okay because, you're going through this phase of like accepting all of the past relationships that you've been through, whether it be romantic, platonic, or whatever, and you're just understanding that there was a lesson to be learned in all of them, and you're just really at peace with your life right now, pile 3. And that's, that's what people are talking about, how, you accept things as they are. Like, you can't change, it is what it is, right? So why fight it? And that you're just kind of, I'm hearing you're waiting for the right person as far as romantic relationships go, as well as a soul family, I just heard. So, pile 3, if you feel like you are just alone right now, it's not going to be that way for long. When I said that, I looked up and it was 55 minutes and then 55:05. So fives talk about change. So things are changing for you, right? Because you are at this newfound spot of peace here. So yeah, that's what people are talking about. People are talking about how you're at peace. You have accepted, you can't change the past. And you're cool with where you're at. Like, you are totally good on your own. Also, I'm hearing that, that you're listening to your internal wisdom here. You're listening to your guides. You're listening to yourself, your intuition, your gut instinct. You know what I mean? These people could be listening to you also. If you have some sort of platform, they could be listening to you. They could be listening to you through the walls also. No, I don't know. Oh, it's late. I did not expect it to go this long, but this is fun. We've had a lot of fire out on the table tonight, guys. A lot of red. So you guys are very stable in your root chakra. I feel like this is kind of coming through big time here on pile 3. You're just very much in your power. You're just looking forward to the future, planning for the future. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take them. It's more than I wanted, but I'll take them. We'll die. Yeah, again, we've got acceptance out here, balance. You're very balanced in your chakras. People are talking about how you've done a lot of forgiveness. There's no more grudges. Like, it's like they don't feel any animosity. They also feel the disconnect from you, right? Pile 3, like, it's like you went through and you did a bunch of cord cutting. Like, I'm just seeing somebody like go like do this, this huge meditation with like Archangel Michael and just like listen, Michael, bro, let's cut it all. Like, leave my kids, my animals, my plants, but everybody else has got to go. We're starting fresh and clean. That's what it just feels like. That's what it feels like. You know what I mean? Spiritual bath, cleanse it all. Get it out of here. People are also talking about you're just a grateful person. There's a lot of red here. So very much root chakra. People talk about how stable you are. You know what I mean? You're very stable. You're very, humble and kind. And pile 2 had that as well. So, but yeah, you're grateful. You've done a lot of forgiving here. People are also talking about how they feel like they are just ready to forgive you. I don't know. Nobody is perfect, so we've all probably done some things that maybe we aren't extremely proud of. But I feel like some people were holding grudges, and they're at this point where they're kind of feeling like they can't anymore. Like, there's no point, there's no way that we can sit here and hold a grudge against this person because of the growth and the balance and who this person really is. Like, yeah, it just feels like people are like, well, shoot, I can't even be mad at this person. Like, I can't even, yeah. But then I just heard, how are you going to hate from outside the club? You can't even get in. So, I feel like these people may be trying to get in the club. You are in the club. They're trying to get in the club. They can't get in. That's interesting. Somebody will resonate with that, for sure. Somebody will. All right, what else? What else? Pile 3. Dang. Yeah, people are talking about how you were extremely successful. These are like all the same ones from pile 2. Pile 2, did you come over here to pile 3? Did you? Tell me. If you did, I won't be mad. Let's just shuffle a little and let's see what we got. What are people saying about pile 3? What is the gossip about pile 3? Grace. Yeah. You are very graceful. You go after your desires, and you're peaceful. You're just, it's like a vibe. You're a whole vibe, pile 3. You are a whole vibe. Yeah. People love to be in your energy, pile 3. They do, because you just have this energy of just, it feels like fuck it, but like love and peace, and you know what I mean? It feels like a hippie. It's hard to like pinpoint this energy, but it's a serious vibe. It's like literally like, you know what I mean? It's like you were just like, in not fuck it like in a way of like I don't give a fuck, but like in a way of like it is what it is. I accept things as they are, and you know what I mean? Like this is exactly, everything is happening exactly how it should happen, and I'm just gonna keep doing me, and I'm gonna keep working towards my desires and my goals, and you know, accept things as they come. I'm going to continue gaining balance within myself and my life. And, you know, I'm going to go ahead and go on with this glow up beauty card. People are talking about how beautiful you are and that you're very loyal. You're very loyal, pile 3. You're loyal to yourself, and you're loyal to your growth, and you're loyal to your kids, and you're loyal to anyone who you feel like deserves it. Yeah, pile 3. All right, let's see who, and then we're gonna bounce. All right, who is talking about pile 3? Who's talking about pile 3? I'm tired. Ooh, this is somebody who maybe you used to date. Somebody who wants to date you. Somebody, yeah. Something like that. Could be Pisces. Doesn't have to be Pisces. Just the High Priestess here. High Priestess. This could be somebody who, you know, maybe this person that you used to date, this could be their new lover. This could be their side piece, their dime piece. This could be also somebody who is watching you and they are in the spiritual community. You know, this could go a lot of different ways here, who this High Priestess is. But regardless, I feel like the High Priestess, you know, is saying good things. You know what I mean? It doesn't, that energy doesn't feel bad. Justice card could be a Libra. But could also be the justice system. Could also be, you know, like the police. Okay, if there's some sort of situation where there's an investigation going on, you were on the right side of the investigation, I just heard. So You may not even know this is happening, pile 3. You really may not, but you are on the right side of it if it is happening for you. 2 people here, yeah, trying to bring you some good news here, potentially, definitely. But yeah, 2 or 3 people here. I feel like these 3 over here potentially are the ones that were saying like the bad stuff. It feels like this energy over here feels like nana nana boo boo. That's literally what it feels like. And this energy over here, the 2 people over here, feels like the justice system type situation, okay? Knight of Cups, this could be somebody who is very interested in you. This could be a new person coming in. There's a lot of people talking about you, pile 3. A lot of people noticing you, okay? A lot of people noticing you. King of Feathers here, King of Swords. This is somebody, this could also be the law here, okay? Police officer, okay? Could also be your father, I just heard. The Tower card. There's something that's going to happen. I feel like there is something going to happen here. I feel like this Queen of Cups here at the bottom of the deck is you. There's something that's going to bring in this new beginning here for you with the Fool underneath that. And the Wheel, we've got the Tower and the Wheel here that's going to cause a lot of change, okay? But I intuitively feel like we should leave that Tower unclarified. Nah, I'm nosy. Tell me about the Tower. Tell me about the Tower. I just heard you guys like, no, why would you do that? So we're gonna do it. I like surprises, y'all. Tell me about the Tower. Come on. There we go. Yeah, it's a new beginning. Spirit's like, nah. Like... also, this could be a tower for somebody else, maybe from your past. They could have just currently went through and just really understanding, you know, that you really are accepting that if there was some sort of serious dynamic that you guys went through, serious ending, harsh breakup and whatnot that you went through, this person potentially, you know, thought that maybe you were like all upset about them and maybe you guys were just going to be on a break and things would get back together when they were ready. I feel like recently they maybe just went through a tower and understanding, you know what I mean? Like that you really were done this last time and that there is really no back skis. There's no going back here. And, you know, that it's time to move on. It's time for a new beginning here. And, you know, this is going to bring a lot of change, a lot of new things in your life here. So, Pile 3, that's what I have for you here. This is the gossip about you. Just know, like I said, if there is anything, you know, I feel like the biggest thing that we should talk about in closing here is if there is any sort of situation like legally or whatnot, if there's any sort of investigation, you are on the right side of the investigation and there will be justice had for you, my friend. Okay. Ready to take my ass to bed or to the shower or something. I'm not sure. But anyways, all right. Thank you for being here. Like, sharing, subscribing. It's very much appreciated. We'll see you next time.